Creator, comment tu fais ça?
And we are back. Hello, hello, hello. Another week has passed, and hopefully, you have had a fantastic trading week. So, we will kind of dive in, being that this is the end of the week, or end of the month, rather. We'll kind of dive in and see what this last couple of days kind of has for us. It's kind of like a partial because we'll be starting a new month on Monday. So I am still expecting there to be a pretty decent amount of news. So we'll just have to look and see and keep an eye out for the news and some of that high impact stuff. I'll try and keep that or put that on my other screen so we have an idea. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, I am Ashley, and what I do here is I do my best to show you my view or my analysis on what I believe is going to happen in the market. My channel is mostly best for those who are day traders or swing traders. I don't do as much scalping, but we do use smaller time frames, so the technical side of things you could possibly also use for a scalper, but maybe on an even smaller time frame, but the same style. So let's see. Looks like for this week, Monday, US has news, AU has news, Tuesday, kind of a couple of high impact news pieces that day for AU, US and NZD. JPY actually has a holiday that day, so they may be actually a little slower. If you're looking at USD JPY for Tuesday, on Wednesday, looks like we're having news for the US only. And then also another bank holiday for JPY, so we could see something, see it being a bit slower that day as well. Thursday, kind of the same thing, no US news. Looks like Europe has news. Looks like CAD has news, and then Friday Chef has news, as well as CAD and US. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. So just kind of go ahead and getting started on the weekly. This is kind of where we're at right now. If I said that we were going in one direction, we are not. We're still kind of in consolidation. However, if we look to see that there is a possible chain of events that would maybe push us into this next level, then I will be shorting. I would just have to wait for that close and retest, but that's what I'll be looking at for AU. Let's scroll down a little bit to the daily just to kind of get an idea, and you can see that there's a little bit of a rejection. So even in that little bit of a rejection and kind of a back and forth thing here, let me go to the 4 hour so you can get a better view. We may see price get back up in here and then a little bit of consolidation, but if price continues to reject here, then we could see price can potentially get down to this 65800. Looks like maybe bank level here, or close to a bank level. But of course, as always, you got to kind of wait to see what the market is going to do. So kind of, yeah, I would wait to see if price is going to continue to keep rejecting here, and it looks like it kind of has. So once I see like another couple more on even the 4 hour or the 1 hour, I'll be going ahead. I'll place my stop loss just above here. Take profit will be just about right here, just to take that profit, because that's what price was previously at, and that's where I would see to with price getting to again. Now, does it have the potential to get past there? Let's see. It does. So, but we would still have to wait for price to not see a rejection around this area in order to keep continuing to follow the trend in a bearish direction. It looks good. We just have to wait to see what's going to happen over this next week. So let me shoot down to the 1 hour real quick. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything before I move on to EU. So yeah, no, like I said, I'm seeing this rejection here. I will be waiting for maybe another 2 more rejections. Then I'll go ahead and place myself in a bearish direction. Stop loss, actually, stop loss should give it a little more room, even though it's stopping here. I would probably put my stop loss right above here and then take profit just below here and short the market and let it do its thing, let it ride out. So that's what AU is looking like. Let's scoot over to EU. I've kind of already previously put like my notes on here. Ignore this. This is a whole lot of stuff that I meant to actually get rid of. But when it comes down to like the purple, I've already previously kind of gone through, done my analysis, and then now I'm just kind of recording it. So as of right now, I see a rejection to the upside. However, let's check. I mean, until we can get to here, honestly, I don't feel like we'll be seeing any kind of full-on rejection to the downside, but let's see. Let's get to the daily and take a peek and see what it looks like, because although I do some day trading and some swing trading, I will not be holding my position over a month's time, and I probably would not pay too hot on that if you unless you are a complete swing trader and you're holding your positions for like weeks at a time. So on the daily, as of right now, I'm starting to see a rejection. Looks like at not quite in a bank level, but I guess technically if you were counting it up to about here, this 111 space, then yeah, that would be closer to a bank level. So because it is rejecting, and it's been like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like going on 6 rejections here. I'm not sure how much further it's going to get past here. We'll just have to wait to see. We would have to see a strong push enough to get through this zone, come back down for a retest in order to take the position going in a bullish direction. So let me go to the 4-hour real quick, squeeze it up a little so we can get a little more juice, I guess. Let's see. So yeah, I would still hold true to that. I'd be waiting to see if price is going to break out of this area, and you could even possibly just put a breakout box until price gets out of this box. Then you will know that it's headed in one direction or the other, but it does look like we are going to be running into a bit of consolidation here. So that is basically what I am seeing for EU. Yeah, and it's been doing that for a while. So I would hold off for me personally. Like I said, this analysis is straight from what I've gotten. I always recommend that you do your own analysis. So let's shoot over to GU and see what GU looks like for the week. I'm scoot it out a little bit. GU is actually looking really good. I was looking at this earlier, and GU looks really good for the upside. Because it's just now getting past the place where it had rejected a couple of weeks in a row. So let's actually go down. Let's actually go down to the daily real quick. So it recently, this week past, just was able to get past that place where it had been rejecting. So now I'll be waiting to see if price is going to get up here, but I'm not going to be waiting to see if price is going to get up there. What I'm waiting to see, let me get down here so you can actually see what's actually starting to happen, which is nice. It's happening. It's already started to create that retest. So I would get in on a bearish direction, stop loss just below the retest. I'd give it a little more extra room just to be safe, because the market can be kind of funky. So I would probably place my stop loss just below here. Take profit would be just at, let me squeeze this guy up a bit. We were just there. Oops. Okay. Take profit, I would probably set at just probably about right here, or even right here to be safe at this 1.3 level. So this is going to be exciting to see. I'm really curious to see how this space is going to get filled, because I think that it's a strong possibility that we could see this space get filled this week, because it's headed on the upside. We just seen a break and a retest. Let's go down to the 1 hour just so I can get a closer view. Yeah, so we've already basically seen that retest. I would totally, now it's a possibility that we could see a little bit of consolidation in this space where this retest has started or kind of created itself. But ultimately, I honestly think that we could see it get to that 1.3, what did I say, 1.3 level. So this is an exciting one. I think it's like AU and GU. I had my eye on pretty heavily this coming week, so we'll just have to see what happens. I most likely am going to put myself in a bullish position for this one. Like I said, stop loss just below here. Take profit just at that 1.3. So that is exciting. Let's jump over to UJ real quick. And you guys let me know. I think that this week, so far, like going over it and actually recording it, being that I've set everything up and everything is on the weekly and everything is kind of in its place, it seems a little bit easier. It seems a little easier to go through. Let me know if it's helpful for you that I do it this way. Okay, so starting on the weekly with UJ, as I said earlier, UJ has a couple of bank holidays coming up. I think it was like Tuesday and Wednesday. Or was it Wednesday and Thursday? Something like that. I think it was like Wednesday and Thursday. They do have some bank holidays coming up, so they may have a slightly slower day. We'll just have to take a peek and see. Price is I would say still on the upside, but I want to see, like, going a little bit deeper if we could possibly see some consolidation. I think over like a course of time, price had been kind of weird on UJ, and the history on UJ, it had got to its highest, when was this, in October of last year. So that was kind of at its highest point, and then we started to kind of see it coming back to a decline. So we'll just have to see what happens. But let's go ahead and go to the daily and see what that looks like. So like, yeah, we had a bit of a rejection down here, and then what looked like a pretty decent rally. And then this looks like to be a place, let me actually squeeze this over so that you can get a better idea as to why that's there, not just sitting in the middle of that candle. We had some rejection there in the past. So what I'm waiting to see, or wanting to see, is a rejection, or not a rejection, but a retest. Let me get here, which looks like it's possibly getting ready to start heading down for a retest here. And then once it goes down for that retest and we get that rejection, you can place your stop loss just below here. I always try to give it a little bit of room, so even right here wouldn't hurt. But maybe like to 135 to there, and then I would do my take profit. Let's see. I would probably put my take profit up here pretty close to the 138 mark. But again, stop loss just below here, this 135 mark, and then take profit just above here. But of course, we're always going to have to wait, and we do have to wait for a retest, because chances of, I mean, it could go either way. Price could essentially just take off without you, especially with this big candle here. Price could just continue and just take off. But it could also, being that it's kind of in the area, or kind of wicking where it had previously wicked at, I expect it to get back down here for a retest, and then we'll look at it kind of taking off and maybe getting to this area. Now, I don't know how far past this area I would hold, as you can kind of see where price was rejected at in the past. I would hold until at least maybe about that 138 138 point, I should say, I guess, is fine. And then I would go ahead and take my money out and see exactly what was going to happen, or where price was going to go. And you could potentially see like another retest in this area, and then price continue to rally up. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that I was able to give it to you a little more clear this time. Some of them can be kind of, some of my videos can be kind of groggy, or whatever the case may be. So hopeful that this was helpful. I hope that you have a fantastic trading week. Get after it.